Hey there, and welcome to another channel review. This time I will show you the new Kaiweets KM201 smart multimeter with a very small size and some cool features. As always, let me tell you that Kaiweets sent this device for review free of charge for me, and I was not paid by Kaiweets to produce this video, and they didn't see it before it was published. I want to thank Kaiweets for their collaboration with the channel, but not only, also you, my viewer, and channel sponsor, because whenever you use the affiliate links on the screen or in the video description for doing your purchases on AliExpress or Amazon, you sponsor the channel with a very small but useful fee that I receive whenever you use those links. You pay the same, but help me producing these videos. A sincere thank you. And now, without further ado, let's see the key features. The Kaiweets KM202 is delivered in this Kaiweets box. It's properly signed with the brand and the model, so it seems pretty good, a retail box. Let's open it and see what we have inside. Okay, what we have here. So we have a user manual. What else? We have the device. It's a pretty small device, as you can see. And let me show you, it comes with a set of batteries also. Okay, not bad. So let's start to assemble this. I will start by removing the protected film. Yeah. It is a good looking fellow. So the first impressions, we have a set of leads connected directly to the multimeter. I'm feeling a bit divided on that. It has about 60 centimeters in length, more or less. I can test this, but yeah, this is 30, so it has about 60 centimeters. I will put on the screen the correct length. We have these protective caps. The tip, it's very sharp, very pointy. Well, regarding these leads, I'm a bit divided, to be honest. For one hand, you have the leads always connected to the multimeter, and you will not lose it. And it's pretty easy to store. Just take the leads like this, and you can put it in here. And yeah, it's stored. And you even have this, I didn't show because it was below the stand where this came from, the plastic. And you will have also this velvet bag to store your multimeter. So it will be very easily stored. And due to the size, it will be very easy to carry around. But on the other hand, having this always connected here, if something happens with the lead, it will be harder to fix. So kind of divided on this, but yeah, it seems okay. The cable, it's pretty flexible, as you can see. So yeah, I think it's okay. So in terms of buttons, we just have 3 buttons, the function and the hold button. Also, one of these buttons activate the backlight, and the other one the light that we have on the top. We have also here the NCV sensor, and finally, as I showed you before, you can put the leads in here like this, or if you want, you can use it to put the lid a little bit over the edge, so you can use it, for example, with the live wire function. Okay, that's it. Now let me put the batteries and we will start testing this. And we are set to go. It's already on, so let's start testing the buttons. Now is the time to talk about this video sponsor, PCBWay. I always use PCBWay for creating my boards with a professional factory quality, as you saw in my millivolt voltage reference board. It is very cheap to manufacture your PCBs on PCBWay. You can manufacture 10 PCBs for only $5. How awesome is this? And it is pretty easy also. Just insert here the PCB dimensions and you'll have an instant code. So when you want a PCB, visit PCBWay to get your code, and if it is your first time ordering from PCBWay, you can use our access link for a $5 credit. And don't forget, they also have component assembly service, 3D printing service, and much more. Well, in terms of devices, this should be one of the simplest devices to work that I had in my workbench. Better than this, only the screwdriver like this, where you have two buttons, one for light and one for screw and unscrew, and everything else is much complicated than this. We have, as I told you before, two buttons, the function and hold. If you press the hold time enough, it will give you a light. It's not the most bright or better light that I have seen in these devices, but it will allow you to see some letters like serials or jumper numbers or jumper instructions, something like that in a jumper box. And if you disconnect here and press also function for a while, it will allow you to have the backlight. As you can see, it has a very good image and very good reading when the light is on. Another thing that worth mentioning is this drawing that shows you the functions available on these buttons. You have the detection of voltage, resistance, and yeah, the beep. I don't see here capacitance. We will test this after. Then you will have the NCV, the live mode, and for last the phase. I don't know if I will be able to test this phase, but I will try, and let's see what happens. Okay, other than that, nothing special. Let's start by seeing, okay, the NCV. I don't know if this is clear enough. It's a green color in the background. We have the live and also the phase. Okay, and we are back to the main menu where we have the auto. Well, in terms of operation, that's all. Let's start testing. Let me start the tests with DC voltage testing. For that I will use my DC voltage calibrator. The first test will run on volts and we will change to millivolts from there. So let's start. I first will connect here and 1 volt, 1.004. This multimeter has 2000 counts, so it will have few digits on the right. Let's continue, but I take this as almost spot on. 2 volts, 3 volts, 4 volts, 5 volts, 6 volts, 7 volts, 8 volts, 9, and we are back to 0. Okay, it will beep. Let's put in 100 millivolts. Let's start. 100 millivolts. It will detect 102.6, so a bit off. 200 millivolts. It's not detecting. 300 millivolts. 400 millivolts. Yeah, it's detecting as resistance. Not good. 500 millivolts. 600. 700. 800 and 900. Well, 900 millivolts it still detects. Let's go again to 100 millivolts. Yeah. So I don't think we need to continue because probably you will not be able to see lower than that. So right now I am 10 millivolts and is not able to understand that. So this is an electrician multimeter. Basically it will not be able to see anything below 1 volt. Okay, let's move on. Now I will test the AC voltage to see if it's reading the same as I have here on my Siglant. You can see it already on the screen. Let's start by connecting the neutral and then the phase. Okay, it's not detecting. Now it is. So it is reading 232, 33. It's exactly what I have on my Siglant. So it seems pretty accurate in terms of AC voltage. Okay, let's move on. So now I will try the live function, live wire function. So let's start with this side. Okay, this is the neutral or common. Okay, nothing here. Let's see. Okay, it seems to work pretty fine. We have also a nice beep. I will measure the beep later. Okay. That's it. Now I will show you the NCV feature. Let's just focus here and select NCV. As you can see, we are with him already detecting. Let me take the power socket away. So this NCV seems to be very sensible. Right now I'm with him in the vertical position, but as soon as I lower, and you can see on the top image, it will start detecting. Let me bring this. Yeah, it will start detecting that is current over here. Let me just see. It seems, yeah. In this point, it detects current, but not high. There is some places where it seems to detect the current very, very easily. Let me put again on vertical. Now the sensor is not in the direction of the voltage, so it seems to be quiet, but as soon as I put it pointing to the current, it detects. So it's one of the most sensible NCVs that I've seen in here. Okay, test passed with high distinction. It really detects current. Okay, if you see, now I have also here a sound level meter. My voice normally goes around 60 to 70, and I will use this also to measure the sound level of the beep in the multimeter. Let's start by doing the test on continuity and see the sound level. Okay, so it seems the sound is 75. I will shut up now. Yeah, 74.5, 75 almost. And now let's see in terms of response how fast it is. Well, the screen updates very quickly, less than 1 second, but in terms of sound, it takes almost 1 minute to, oh, sorry, not 1 minute, 1 second to update. Yeah. Yeah, it takes a bit to update. It's one of the lowest I've tested here. Yes. It detects immediately that there is contact, but in terms of update, yeah, it's not good. There is sometimes it seems to be faster, like 1 second. But the contact, it's not one of the greatest. Let's see again. Yeah, I will not say this is the strong point of it, but it works. It's a usable function that you have here. Yeah, let's move on. Well, now I will try to show you the phase identification feature, but let me do a small disclaimer here. I never use this function and never need it, so I'm not very comfortable with it. So I will try just to show you the function, and probably if you know what it is, you will probably know to use it better than I'm showing. Again, let's put this in phase. Okay, we have 3 moments. It's already scanned 1, 2, and 3. I should be doing that near the cable, so I have to try it again. So, okay, so let's try. We have PA blinking. Let's try to scan the first cable. I will try to scan now like this one, and again phase. This is for 3-phase connections. As you can see, is with the right rotation. I don't have here the setup to show you this correctly, but at least you will be able to see how it will work if you have a decent test scenario. Okay, let's move on. Now I will show you the result of reading resistors, and we will start with 10 ohms. Okay, it will read 11, good enough. Let's move to 100 ohms. 101, okay, also good. 1K, so it will read 1.0003. Obviously it will not be able to read the same here, but 1K almost to the spot. Again, 9.995K, almost 10K. 9.997, yeah, good. And the last one is 100K, 99.8. Okay, pretty close. I will not test capacitance since it's not able to read capacitance. Let me show you. Yeah, it will not do anything on that. So for these measurements, that's it. So now is teardown time. So, as you can see, it's a very small board, almost tiny. We have one of those screens retro-illuminated with a filter, and it will project the letters in here. On the top, we don't have much. Let me put the bottom under a microscope to analyze. I will put this again in the case so to prevent to damage the screen. So in the board we don't have much. This is very small, nothing special. We have here the connectors for the batteries. On the front side we have just the connectors for the keyboard or the keys. Nothing much. We have this IC with this on top that will not allow us to see what is going on here, but this is the IC that controls everything. And we have this small one near the LED light, this one, and we have this GS324. So it's a low power quad operational amplifier. So on the right side we have this metal bar, metal strip. It's the sensor responsible for NCV and also on phase detection of the wires. It's very sensible, nothing really fancy over here, but very effective. So good work on this one. And the beeper, the loud beeper, nothing much going on here. Okay, it seems that's all. Let me close this. Let's wrap this up, and I will start with the target audience of this device. In my opinion, this is a cheap, effective, small and target mainly for electricians, and for that group it's a very strong product. If you are in electronics, it misses a lot of necessary functions like capacitance and diode readings. It also doesn't have frequency, to mention just a few. And that's okay, the small size is perfect to have it around on an electrician toolbox without taking too much space. The probes connected to the multimeter prevent losing them, and it is always ready for work. It is listed on Kaiweets AliExpress store for under 10 euros. To be more precise, is at 934 euros, and that will be more or less $10 and something, around that. Even with this low price, the features that are part of the device are pretty good. You have good readings in the volts range, the live wire and the NCV functions work very well. The NCV was the most sensitive I ever had here in the workbench, and you will have also the face detection feature available. For the price and the performance of the available features, I'm pretty satisfied with this multimeter. If you are too, and your intention is to buy one, consider using the affiliate links on the screen or in the video description or before your purchases on AliExpress or Amazon. Same price to you, but a big help for the channel. And if this video was in any way useful to you, please help me to spread the word and slap that like button. If you didn't subscribe yet, let me tell you that every week I receive new equipment for review. Some of them are world first, and subscribing will help to keep you on the loop of what's new in the market. That's it for today. I really appreciate you staying with me, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye for now.